Well, hello, beautiful humans. This is Lynn Perina with Iyasu Art. This video is to explain how to use my MGSD planner that I created for this new year, 2018. In order to get a copy of it, you could go to iyasuart.blogspot.com. Okay, and my GSD planner, GSD stands for Getting Stuff Done Planner, or you could pardon my language, I actually say it in my head, my Getting Shit Done Planner. Okay, so let's get started. Actually, when you print this out, make sure to do double-sided, and you want to print out 4, one for each week. Some months there are 5 weeks, so you want to print out 5. We're going to zoom in and discuss how to fill out each part. Okay, this first part right here, it says monthly objectives. I'm working on January 2018, and I also add the week, January 1st through the 7th. On the left side, I actually make a list of all my goals, objectives, or tasks that I need to do for my work related. And on the right is for my personal. And the reason I have 2 separate lists is because I work full time. I actually put in more than 50 hours a week for my full-time job, because when I get home, sometimes I have projects I have to get done, and I would stay up till 2 a.m. in the morning to get the projects done. And the honest truth is, I don't plan on working for somebody for the rest of my life until I retired. I would like to have my own business and work for myself, because the more hours you work for someone else and you're on a salary base, you don't make more money. But if you work for yourself, the more hours you put in, the more effort you put in, the more money you make. Okay? So in order to keep myself organized, to get things done, I had to create this planner. And that's why this planner was birthed, because I need to separate my work and I need to separate my personal life. That's just to have a really good work ethics and work integrity, or just being an honorable person. You want to separate your work time and your personal time. So the way I do it is I list all of my objectives, and using a pencil on the left right here where they have the really small boxes, I prioritize what's more important to do for that month. And I do it by A, B, C, D. And A is top priority. The next one will be B, and then C. So the reason I do it in pencil is because things may change, and you could erase your priorities rather than doing it in pen and then the deadline got changed. The department says, oh no, we need this instead. Then you don't want to have to rewrite this whole planner. That's not efficient at all. Okay. Now on my personal side, I actually have the letters, but I also use numbers as well. Because say for this particular list right here, it says create new page for sketchbook project. And then I have to scan the artwork that I made. So this is actually I have a deadline for this. So that's why it's A for top priority. But I have to create the pages first. So it's A1. And then I could scan the picture. So it's A2. And then I would like to create an ebook on different art projects that people can learn to do and to use to spread love and compassion for themselves and for their community, and eventually for the world. But so ebook, create layout for ebook and content for ebook. So you can't do the layout unless you have the content first, right? But I didn't think of it that way. I just kind of made a quick list of what I needed to get done. So that's why the B1 is here for content for ebook, and then create layout B2. So that's why you want to do it by pencil, okay? But always do the list first and then go in and prioritize them. The other thing is on the left, I have 3 good things. If you write down 3 good things before you go to bed, do it for 7 days a week, or just review the 3 that you have here, you will be a happier person. There is a Dr. Brian Saxton. He actually has a website on 3 good things if you want to Google him, but he's collecting data, and it turns out that people actually sleep better at night. They don't get nightmares. And not only that, people could be happy up to 3 to 6 months just writing 3 good things for a week. So if you want to be happier, try that. And that's why I have it here. Mail art. Mail art is something that I love doing. And I have the list of my sister and a friend in Texas. Those are the 2 people I plan on creating a mail art for. It's really writing, to me, it's like writing a letter, but you design your own envelope, you design the paper, and you write to them. You could write a poem, you can just write quotes, whatever, and just mail it off to them. Because, you know, emails, great that you can get it right away, but it's so much more special to get something in the mail. And I want to bless people. So one of my sisters will be getting mail art, okay? And then coffee date. I actually had a coffee date with my friend Eugenia, who used to be a colleague as well. And the reason I put coffee date is it's very important for you to meet up with other people. That's where you connect. That's where you learn new ideas. That's where you do your networking. If you don't have a job, but a friend of yours or somebody you know has a job that you think you might want to know, invite them to coffee. And then ask them, what do you like about your job? What don't you like about it? What's the challenges? And how did they get the job? And that way it helps you to figure out, oh, is this what I really want? So the goal is always to have at least 1 coffee date a month, because that will help you in your career, your business, and also, you know, you build a connection and you build a friendship. And so it's always good to have a coffee date. And then inspirational quotes. That is something I always love. I love collecting quotes, but it also helps to motivate me to get things done, okay? Especially when I'm extremely burnt out coming back from work. I need something to give me that kick in the butt and focus on my own business, focusing on getting my stuff accomplished rather than getting someone else's stuff accomplished. So I have a quote there. And then my not to-do list. My husband's like, why do you have that? Well, you know your weaknesses. My weakness is watching TV series on Netflix. Sometimes they're like a new show. I just binge watch. And then the next thing I know it, because I'm so burnt out from work, I just want to take a little time to veg. And the next thing I know it, it's like midnight. Or if it's on the weekend, the next thing I know it, I've gone through the whole season already. So my not to-do list is not to binge watch. And then on the other side, you have your learning points. It's always good to think about what it is that you learned so that it's in the front of your mind so you can implement it. Okay? Because you always want to grow as a person. And that's why I had the learning points. Creative project ideas. When I come up with new project ideas, I constantly come up with new project ideas. I have to write it down or else I'll forget. And then these right here, it's pretty self-explanatory, monthly reflections. You can have these are the questions that you can ask yourself to dig deeper, to understand yourself better. Okay? So, each box down here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on the other side you have the rest of the days of the week. But on the left, I make a list of my work. On the right, my personal. Again, these little boxes right here, I prioritize them, A, B, C, and D. And just check them off when you're done. And that's all I have. Thank you so much for joining me. And hopefully I'll see you again.